Hello, everyone. There's a report out here that Tompolo said to Jonathan point blank that nobody can defeat Tinubu in a free, fair, credible election. All I'm asking, we triple, in short, we quadruple dare Tinubu to do free, fair, credible election. Then Tompolo let him sit down there and see how it will happen. In short, first of all, I don't even blame Tompolo. It is Jonathan that I blame. Jonathan that sit down there. He want them to use for people to use his people. The people they use his head to do when he was president. It's not enough for him. This toga of elder statesman that he managed to get, because Nigeria is a country where we don't remember our past. When the moment something is worse, we now suddenly say that bad is good. That's the only way. Otherwise, everybody will see that Jonathan was the person who even made Buhari an option. Buhari that not many people did not vote for in 2011. The same person you defeated in 2011, you came with arrogance or whatever, people doing anyhow. PDP standing and telling us that they were going to rule Nigeria for the next 60 years. We are waiting for the 60 years now. Let them be counting it. And so therefore came in the Buhari that nobody was ready to see him, listen to him, watch him or whatever. All of a sudden that Buhari now became an option because of how badly you had done, you had behaved, the arrogance you wished to the people. Now again, fine and good, he considered, which to me, it was something immediately Jonathan considered. I said that was an amazing thing to do, even though there are some people who said, oh, why are you praising him? He just did the right thing. I said he could have chosen not to do it. He could have chosen to take Nigeria to war. He could have chosen to fight and do all sorts of things. So for me, when somebody does something, give the person their flower. When they do anyhow, also drag them like small jet. But anyway, coming to 2027 election, they are doing Jonathan that he should come and run, he should come and run. He too, the thing is sweetening his body that he wants to run, he wants to run. He wants to come and be answering Your Excellency, Mr. President. For this Nigeria, anyway, as the thing is going on, and we've seen all sorts of things coming on. Last week, I think was it last week or 2 weeks ago, was when this visit to Tompolo that Tompolo did to Jonathan happened. First of all, Tompolo had been at the Delta State. I think he met with the Delta State governor when they had that Delta State Security Fund. He donated some money. Some people say it's whether it's something, whether it's 10 billion or whatever. I didn't talk about it. I didn't follow. I saw the video. I wasn't sure whether he was saying 10 billion naira or 10 million naira. But of course, I know for Tompolo, 10 million naira is too small for him to be given. Those are the kind of things that he used to say, children want to go and eat buy shawarma, you could just take those ones and give them to go and buy shawarma. So I bet the 10 billion, come up for math. That's why I didn't talk about it, and there were no major newspaper carried. Like I always say, when I talk on my video, I don't talk about hearsay. Even if I have an information, I don't talk about it until it's reported in the major newspaper. After that, of course, we saw the report where they said he was going to visit, Jonathan. But there were some feelers, people were saying maybe he was there to show his support, to Jonathan or whatever. But now what we are saying here that it's being reported is that Tompolo told Jonathan point blank that no one can defeat Tinubu in a free, fair contest. And this is what a witness is saying about that thing. The only thing for me is that let Tinubu dare. If you know, say he be person, he be man, we be man, he be politician. Let us have a free and fair, credible election. Whether today, whether tomorrow, whether next tomorrow. Even me that I'm here, Aisha Yusuf, I don't put water for my mouth. In a free, fair, credible election, I will defeat Tinubu. Aisha Yusufu, by the grace of God, I know I will defeat Tinubu in a free, fair, credible election. Talk less of any other DC. But anyway, the thing is about Jonathan. Jonathan has always, I don't know why he wants to bring himself, the small elder statesman that they are calling him. He wants to just allow that toga to just get away and, be off of him, because otherwise, even if somebody is telling him to come and run for election, he should say no. And for him to see someone, Mr. Peter Obi, that is running for election, that literally won the last election, that that people are ready to support it. Even if they had told Jonathan, come and run, you say, no, I have my boy there that is running. I have my own candidate. I have this guy that has always been with me. But no be Jonathan again. he pass another one, he pass where we take no. And now when we say una dey do am like the best thing after jollof rice, now I dey surprised of it. I'm not surprised anyway that Jonathan will take this kind of stand. Notwithstanding that after the 2023 election, Jonathan, if I'm not mistaken, was among the first people that visited Jonathan, that visited Tinubu in the office that is illegally occupying, and where even at the time where people were still paying and saying no, this election was stolen, and still feeling the raw pain of seeing that whole election the way it went, where the people's mandate was being stolen, Jonathan was among the first person that went to Vida to go and greet Tinubu and endorse Tinubu or whatever. But there are some reports that are out there. I've really not followed the reports as much as where they are saying that they are now probing him for the $460 million country CTV contract during his era. And then there was also another report that he was supposed to lead the electoral observation mission somewhere in one of these African countries, in Tanzania or whatever. I can't remember right now. And then they have changed him. I've not followed those stories to actually check them very well out, but definitely if you say he's going to run in the election, he should be ready for a lot of his can of worms to be open, because indeed the $460 million was used by Jonathan's administration to set up CCTV in Abuja, and there was never any CCTV, not any footage. When the Emma Plaza bombing occurred in 2014, not one single footage was. But anyway, let us leave all of that and come to this story that says reports indicated that pressure was mounting on former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan to abandon his alleged plan to contest the 2027 presidential election, as influential figures in the Niger Delta were said to be intensifying efforts to persuade him to support Bola Tinubu's re-election instead. According to Punch, 24th of October 2025, former militant leader, High Chief Government Polo, imagine naming your pikin government. Hey, governor. Anyway, he's there governing his people there in his government. And this, popularly known as Tompolo, was reportedly leading the regional campaign, urging Jonathan to drop the idea of returning to presidency. It was gathered that Tompolo, accompanied by some of his close associates, including the managing director of Tantita Security Services, High Chief Kestin Pondi, and the former APC deputy governorship candidate in Bayelsa State, Joshua Masiva, visited Jonathan at his Otuoke residence in Bayelsa on October 16. Sources disclosed that although initial reports claimed the meeting was focused on peace and security in the Niger Delta, it was in fact primarily political and lasted several hours. Tompolo was said to have urged the former president to back Tinubu's second-term bid, citing ongoing development projects in the region, such as the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway and the newly approved University for Ogoniland. Very cool. There's no need of continuing the article, but what I just want to say here is that if he's sure for the former governor of Lagos State, Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, if he's sure for am say he go win, let's have that free, fair, credible election. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Bye.